Oi oi my drillers, it's your geezer, Big Dolly Cow, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Warlock Dragonflight talent tree. Now I won't be showcasing any of the spell animations or anything like that, no spoilers, just the talents that are in Wowhead. I mean technically the spoilers, but without further ado, let's get talking about the Warlock talent tree. I'm going to go over every single talent and then talk about my thoughts and feelings about everything. And yeah, let's get into it. So our first talent, Fell Domination, staying in the game. We've already got this. Should be familiar. Basically, almost instant pet summon. Curse of Enfeeblement. Very nice. We get Curse of Tongues and Curse of Exhaustion. You're going to want this. Going to be a great pick. Burning Rush. Our mobility. You know, exactly the same as it is in retail at the moment. You lose health, you gain speed. Quick Fiends reduces the cooldown of Fell Domination by 30 seconds. Love that. Good stuff. Giving us more chances to summon more pets. Also going to be great for the fact that Blizzard has not been able to balance out pet survivability. So, liking that. Demon Skin, Soul Leech Absorption, now passively recharges at 0.2 max health every second amount, may now absorb up to 200% of your maximum health. That is crazy. We're going to be very, very strong. Fell Armor, making a return from years back. When Soul Leech absorbs damage, 5% of damage taken is absorbed and spread out over until cancelled. Reduces damage taken by 1.5%. Gonna go back to being absolutely juicy tanks. Gonna be very hard to kill as warlocks going forward. Imp Step. Reduce the damage dealt by Burning Rush by 25%. And Burning Rush increased your speed by additional 5%. Actually quite nice. Bit of a change I've really liked, as warlocks don't like how much health we're losing Burning Rush, and this might actually give us more viability to play this when we're playing on our own. You never know, it might be enough to even be used in more higher end competitive plays and stuff like Mythic Plus or Arena, maybe even Rated Battlegrounds or something. We'll see, we'll see. Now we've got to choose one of Howl of Terror or Mortal Coil. Very great choose one. Of course, everyone is going to be going Mortal Coil, because who cares about Howl of Terror? Maybe we'll see it in PvP, but I think Mortal Coil would be the predominant choice here. Accrued Vitality, drain life heals 50% of the amount drained over 10 seconds. Very nice, bit of extra self-healing, love that. Now, we've got a spell lock here. It's been completely yoinked from our Fell Hunter, which means we're probably gonna have to interrupt our casting to use an interrupt going forward, and it is probably gonna massively decrease the viability of Fell Hunters. Doubt you're gonna be seeing our dogs going forward. Not really at all. So tell him he's a good boy one last time in Shadowlands, and see him on his way. He served as well, lads. Now next talent we have is Amplify Curse, of course, bolstering the effectiveness of Curse of Exhaustion, Curse of Tongues, or Curse of Weakness. It only applies to the next one you press. Does not work on Curse of Agony for you classic players. Doesn't work like that in retail, because Agony is no longer a curse. But yeah, this is a PvP talent in retail. For those of you who are familiar with PvP, that's now becoming mainstream. Demonic Embrace, stamina increased by 10%, lovely jubbly, even more survivability. Now this one, this is what butters my bread. Filling a soul shard increases the haste of your primary pet by 5% for 8 seconds. This is gonna be broken as Demonology. Cannot wait to play with this. Demonic Circle is now a talent. Wrathful Minion, filling a soul shard, increases the damage done by a primary pet by 5%. Yeah. These two paired together, we've got a dynamic duo right here. Demonic Fortitude, increases you and your max and your pet's max health by 6%. Lovely jubbly. Increasing pet survivability. Just what I want to see. We now have Banish. Banish is an enemy demon or aberration. We'll get into greater Banish now, actually. Increases the duration of Banish by 30 seconds. Banish now affects undead. So we now have more utility for this spell. But we're also not forced to have it on our boss, as more often than not, we don't need to use Banish. So it's good to make this optional. Nightmare. When fear ends, a target is slowed by 15% for 4 seconds. Love this. Absolutely love this. Warriors, stay off me, mate. Demonic Gateway is now a talent. Works exactly the same as it works in retail World of Warcraft. Lifeblood. When you use a Hellstone, gain 7% leech for 20 seconds. Quite nice, quite nice. Not the greatest, but I'll take it. Sweet Souls. This is what I do like. Hellstone heals you for an additional 10% of your max health. Any party or raid member using a Hellstone also heals you for that amount. Yeah, you definitely want to take this in raiding for sure. Like, your healing done, you'll be rivaling the healers, lads. Drain life heals for 50% more when below 50% health. Very nice. Absolutely lovely jubbly. I mean, with all these talents, like, are we going to be tanks next season? Warlock tank coming back? Hello? Our good old favourite Dark Pact is returning to the game. We love this. I say returning, but it's still in retail. Exactly the same as it works currently. Gonna be amazing. We now get to choose between Unending Resolve, which is the same as how it is currently. Or Demonic Durability, which reduces the cooldown of Unending Resolve by 45%. Oh, right. So, Unending Resolve works a bit differently as a base spell. So, the first talent will grant immunity to pushback and 20% additional... and has a 20% damage reduction. Okay. And Demonic Durability reduced the cooldown. If it doesn't reduce... if it doesn't stop interrupts and stuff like that, then... Not too sure how good Unending Resolve is going to be going forward. But with all the other tanky stuff, I'm not really too worried. Shadow Fury, that's now a talent. It's our usual AoE stun. We now have the choice of Dark Fury. Reduce the cooldown of Shadow Fury by 15 seconds and radius by 2 yards. Or Shadow Flame slows enemies in a 12-yard cone in front of you by 70% for 6 seconds. I quite like the sound of Shadow Flame, not gonna lie. Grimrav Synergy. Damage done by you or your demon has a chance to grant the other one 5% increased damage for 15 seconds. We have this in retail as a legendary demonic synergy. Pretty nice one. Affliction Warlocks are going to love this. Maybe Demo will be using it early season as we did in Shadowlands. Claw of Endereth, drain life now channels at 30% faster and restores health 30% faster. This would be very nice if Affliction keep their big suck build, so we'll see that. Ichor of Devils, Dark Pact sacrifices only 5% of your current health for the same shield value. Very nice. Or Frequent Donor. Reduce the cooldown of Dark Pact by 15 seconds, so it's a 45-second cooldown, which means you can either have more shields or safer shields. I quite like both of those, so we'll see. Teachings of a Black Harvest. This one I thought was interesting, but not too sure about it. So, successful Singe magic casts grants 4% damage reduction for 5 seconds. That's quite nice, especially if imps are going to be played a lot more due to Fell Hunters being backed. Voidwalker reduced the cooldown of Shadow Bulwark by 30 seconds. Might see some use of this, although I highly doubt it. I don't think Voidwalker is going to be played much, if at all, in Dragonflight. Fell Hunter reduced the cooldown of Devour Magic by 5 seconds. That's not going to be enough to make us pick Fell Hunter, especially since it's a pretty low damage pet, and most Warlocks don't want to be playing a low damage pet, especially with the other talents we have access to, so... yeah. Pat him on the head. Tell him he's a good boy and see him off. Sayed reduced the cooldown to Seduction by 10 seconds, caused the target to walk faster towards the demon. Might be decent in PvP, not too sure about that. Felguard reduces the cooldown of pursuit by 5 seconds, increases maximum range by 5 yards. In just about every scenario, that's pretty useless. Like, maybe an open world thing, but yeah, I think this is this talent you'd want to skip. Oh, hang on. We've got Soul Link. 20% of all damage you take is taken by your demon pet instead. Very nice survivability for yourself. Soul Leech also heals you for 25% and your pet for 50% of the absorption it grants. Very, very nice. Love that. Soul Burn consumes a soul shard, unlocking the hidden power of your spells. New utility spell. I like that. Demonic Circle, increase your movement speed by 50%. It makes you immune to snares and roots for 8 seconds. Very lovely. That'll force usage of stuns in PvP games and just make it a lot easier in PvE scenarios. Demonic Gateway, instant cast, lovely. Drain life, gain an absorb shield equal to the amount of healing done for 30 seconds, very lovely, extra tankiness. Health funnel restores 140% more health. Reduce damage taken by your pet by 30 seconds, 30% for 10 seconds. Amazing. Apologies, stream. Just recovered from being ill. But yeah, more pet survivability, just what we need. Healthstone, increase the healing of your healthstone by 30%. Increase your maximum health by 20% for 12 seconds. Very nice. More healthstone tankiness. We'll definitely be playing around that. Now this is a new one. Never seen this icon before. Pact of the Eridar. Malefic Rupture, increase the damage of your agony by 5% for 6 seconds. Very nice. Chaos Bolt, increase the damage of your immolate by 5% for 6 seconds. And they haven't done the Demonology one, probably because we don't have any damage over time. I think I did read something about this though, and I think its Hand of Gul'dan increases the damage of your wild imps by 5% for 6 seconds. However, with another talent, I'm not too sure if they're going to run with that. But we'll see, we'll see. This one, amazing to see it come back. It's the Legion Destruction artifact ability. Dimensional Rift rips a hole in space and time, opening a portal that damages your target. Generates 3 soul shard fragments. Really looking forward to playing with this one. Has 3 charges and a 45-second recharge. Looks really cool as well. Can't wait to be playing with that again. Inquisitor's Gaze, and summons Inquisitor's Eye that attacks your enemies for 1 hour. This will be interesting. I have no idea exactly how this will work, but it looks like we're just getting a flat out new pet. So I'm excited for that. Part of Pact of the Annihilin? Seed of Corruption deals 5% additional damage to targets affected by corruption. Rain of Fire deals 5% additional damage to enemies affected by Immolate. And in fact, I think the Demonology one was the exact same as the Pact of the Eridar one. Wild Imp damage. So yeah, that'll be interesting. That'll be really interesting. I really like the Seed of Corruption one. That seems like the best one, as you will get legitimate returns from that. As Affliction, you definitely want the Pact of the Annihilin. Annihilin? You know. Decimating Bolt is staying in the game. I'm okay with this, to be fair. It does allow us to keep interesting builds like the Demon Bolt build. Keeps Incinerate blasting, and even the second big suck build of Affliction. So that'll be pretty cool. Can't wait to keep that. Soul Conduit, every soul shard you spend is 7% chance to be refunded. Very nice. All of us Warlocks love this. Pact of the Imp Mother. Each time your primary pet or Grimoire of Sacrifice deals damage, damage increased by 1% up to 5%. After reaching 5 stacks, this bonus resets. Interesting talent. Not sure I'd be picking that myself, but this one's interesting. Summons a jailer that consumes all of the tormented souls you've collected, blasting nearby enemies for 100% spell power, chaos damage, every 1 second for each tormented soul consumed. What's a tormented soul? Well, you collect tormented souls from each target you kill and occasionally escape souls you previously collected. So it's kind of like Ulfalish the Deadwind Harvester, which is the Affliction Legion artifact. Really cool effect. Can't wait to see that in the game. Can't wait to have yet another demon in our arsenal. Oh my god. This feels like Warlock. Now, let's get into the Affliction tree. This is what we're going to see for only Affliction Warlock players. Malefic Rupture is our first talent. This is staying in the game. Hopefully we get more dot meta, and this is more of an extension of dot ability, but we'll see. Unstable Affliction, same as usual. We love this. Seed of Corruption, here's our AoE. Very nice. All I can say is just very nice. Saving Teachings, Corruption is now instant cast and instantly deals a bit of damage. Very nice. We, as Affliction Warlocks, we love that instant corruption. So the seeds, we now fire out 3 seeds of corruptions, with the other 2 going into nearby enemies. Of course, you won't get 2 on the same target. Doesn't happen. Yeah, lovely jubbly. Nightfall, corruption is a chance to cause your next Shadow Bolt or Drain Soul to deal increased damage, and it makes Shadow Bolt an instant cast when affected. Very cool talent, we love this. Nice little cheeky burst you can get out. Inevitable Demise, damaging an enemy with agony increases the damage of your next drain life by 7%. This effect stacks up to 50 times. Combine that with Claw of Enderoth and you've got a very fast big suck. Looking forward to seeing this carry on in the game. Pandemic Invocation, very cool. Refreshing Corruption, Agony, or Siphon Life with less than 5 seconds remaining will deal 964 shadow damage and has a 6.66% chance to grant you a Soul Shard. I think this was an Azurite power in BFA and it's amazing. I love it. Very glad to see this return. Riven Agony. Agony starts at 2 stacks and may now ramp up to 14 stacks. Very cool. I think it's had a bit of a nerf, but still very good. Agonizing Corruption. Seed of Corruption's explosion increases the stack count of Agony by 1 on all targets hit. This is insane. Actually, like, cracked, my guy. Really looking forward to this. Affliction's gonna pump. Now we have either Phantom Singularity or Vile Taint. Probably Phantom Singularity will be taken as a raid talent. Vile Taint, we'll have to see. It's been a while since it's used. I mean, last time it was used was the Legion Mage Tower, so the revamp, the Time Walking one, yeah. Now we have a choice of Siphon Life or Permanent Corruption, which is 24% in PvP. But yeah, very nice selection. I'd take that. Drain Soul, replaces Shadow Bolt. Same as how it works in retail. Lovely jubbly. Soul Tap, sacrifice 5% of your soul each to gain a Soul Shard. Wow, that is cool. That, I like that. Really, really, really good. This is nice, as it's gonna really flesh out the Affliction Soul Shard generation, as I find myself often getting to 5 shards after my ramp up, burning them, and then struggling to get 1 or 2 every now and then. So, gonna be really nice to have more control over my Soul Shard generation as Affliction. Shadow Embrace, Shadow Bolt and Drain Soul apply Shadow Embrace, increase your damage dealt to the target by 1.5% for 16 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Never seen this really be that useful, so I doubt we're gonna play with that, to be honest. Grim of Sack, you kill your pet, you get their main ability, and every now and then the soul of your pet will pop out and be like, boom, boom. Give him a quick punch. Wow. Stream, this next talent I'm about to show you is insane. Soul Flame. When you kill a target, its soul bursts into flames, dealing 20% of spell power, shadow flame damage to all nearby enemies. This is crazy. This is awesome. This is what I love to see in talents. Good job, Blizzard. Insane. Really excited for this. Soul Swap instantly applies Corruption, Agony, and Unstable Affliction to your target. 30-second cooldown, 1 Soul Shard cost. Very nice. It's equivalent to what Shadow Priests get. Love this. Sacrilege returns corruption damage increased by 7%. Each time it deals damage to excuse me. Each time it deals damage, any of your curses active on the target extended by a second. Lovely. Withering Bolt, Shadow Bolt, Drain Soul, deal 7% increased damage per dot you have on the target. Lovely jubbly. I can definitely get a build out of that. Harvest of Souls, each time corruption deals damage, 10% chance to deal instant damage to the target and heal you for that damage taken. Even more tankiness, gotta love it. Now, here we get into the really cool cooldown side of things. Death Bolt. You've seen this in PvP. We saw the one-shots in Season 2. Let's see. Launch a bot of death at the target, accumulating 50% of the remaining damage from your spells on the target, dealing it over 3 seconds. So it's still the damage over time, which, you know, really doesn't feel like a bolt, and it's not too enjoyable. I would love to see it return to how it used to be, but it was broken, so we'll leave it at that. Death Dealer, spending a soul shard has a 5% chance to make your death bolt have no cost and be an instant cast. Very cool. Malefic Wrath, Malefic Rapture, increase the damage your Shadow Bolt and Drain Soul by 20% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. You could definitely get some big Shadow Bolts with Malefic Wrath, Nightfall, and Withering Bolt. So we'll see how that plays out. Pact of Anaphrazim. Death Bolt extension. Oh god. Apologies. Death Bolt extends your dot effects on its target by 4 seconds before applying its damage. Very nice. Unfortunately, Soul Rot is returning to the game. It's the same as how it is. Luckily, it's kept to only Affliction, but yeah. It would be nice to see it maybe be revamped to look more Warlock-like, but unfortunately, it's still looking like the Night Fae ability, which a big sad. But yeah. Still going to be quite nice for a bit of AoE damage spread and more affliction damage. Each target affected by Soul Rot increase your haste and critical strike, just like the Unity legendary. Agony, Corruption, Siphon Life, and Unstable Affliction deal their full damage 50% faster. Very nice. Desperate Malice, Malefic Rupture's damage is increased by 12%, and each cast extends the duration of Corruption, Agony, and Unstable Affliction by 1 second. That's our tier set. Lovely jubbly. While Agony, Corruption, and UA are active, your Shadow Bolt has a 30% chance, and your Drain Soul has a 20% chance to make your next Malefic Rapture cost no soul shards and cast instantly. What's not to love about that? Haunt. Very nice. Ghostly Soul haunts a target. Single target. Damage. Lovely. We'll love this. Haunt deals 10% additional damage. Nice. Haunt spell ends, or is dispelled, the soul returns to you, healing you for 50% of the damage it did to the target. More self-healing. Lovely jubbly. Haunted Soul, your haunt spell also increases the damage of your dot effects to all targets by 20% while active. Insane. Love this. Good job, Blizzard. More dot impact in AoE scenarios. Perfect. Wrath Consumption, Corrupt, and Agony grant Wrath stack when the target dies, increasing all periodic damage by 3% for 30 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Quite nice, quite nice. So, AoE legendary. Summon Dark Glare is now a talent, so you're not forced to play this. And to be honest, it hasn't been that great. And Tauren Plating. Dark Glare increases damage by 3% for each dot active. Dark Glare lasts an additional 5 seconds. Lovely jubbly. Then we have Wilfred's Sigil. I doubt we'll be playing the Dark Glare build though, as Dark Glare has been very underwhelming. Now, we're at my favourite part. The Demonology tree. Let's get into it. So we get called Dreadstalkers as a talent straight away. get Demon Bolt, we get Dread Lash, which is our AoE Dread Bite, love it. Fel Commando increases dam and increases tankiness of our pet. From the Shadows, increases Shadow Flame damage taken by targets hit by Dread Bite, love that. We now have a choice between Demonic Strength or Bile Scourge Bombers. Hopefully Bile Scourge will be coming back, but I wouldn't say no to Demonic Strength. Both are pretty fun. Good choice though, good choices, keeps it balanced. Now you have Vile Fiend and Soul Strike to choose from. Vile Fiend, of course, great pet to put into your Tyrant. But Soul Strike is a nice quick Soul Shard generator. Doubt we'll need to use it though. Shadow Bite. When your summon Dreadstalker fade away, increase damage of your Demon Bolt by 10% for 8 seconds. This is okay, but it's pretty underwhelming in comparison to From the Shadows. But it does mean that there will only be maybe a second of downtime of buff to your Demon Bolt. At least in PvP scenarios. I don't know if Sacrifice Souls is going to make a return in PvE, but PvP is still pretty good. Implosion is now a talent. Everyone's going to take this because we all love it. Actually, no, it is quite nice to be able to choose from Implosion and Bile Scourge. Hoping that, nah, Demon Wrath doesn't show up here. That's unfortunate. Right, Born of Blood. Hand of Gul'dan, 50% chance to generate charge of Demonic Core. We need this, so yep, good that's staying in the game. Caliver Stalkers, your Dreadstalkers have a 10% chance to trigger an additional Dread Bite. Lovely. Felon Steel, Fellstorm and Dread Bite deal 20% additional damage. Great AoE talent. We're definitely going to take this in Mythic Plus. Reduce the cooldown of Fellstorm by 10%. Same goes. Probably even taking that as raid as well. Sorry, did I say 10%? 10 seconds it probably is. Maybe it's 10%. Who knows? But yeah. Loving this. Grimoire Felguard. Amazing for juicing up our Tyrant. And also a nice bit of AoE if things allow for it. Demonic Calling. Shadow Bolt and Demon Bolt have a chance to make your Dreadstalkers instant and free. We love this. Everyone loves Demonic Calling. It's amazing. In the demons, passively summon a wild imp to fight for you for every 12 seconds. You have 5% to summon an additional demon to fight for you for 15 seconds. Such as Prince Malchazar and the legions I command. But I mean, who doesn't love a good old Prince Malchazar summon? Power Siphon. Summon up to 2 wild imps, generating up to 2 charges of Demonic Core. And those 2 Demonic Cores make your Demon Bolt 30% increased damage. Insane. Love it. Bloodbound Imps. The chance of receiving a Demonic Core from an imp is increased by 5% or 10% when imploded. So that's very nice. More encouragement for implosion, especially in raid scenarios. So pretty excited for that. Grim Inquisitor's Dread Calling is our current legendary, which I've talked about very extensively on a guide, and there'll be a new guide for that coming very soon. Don't you worry, Season 4, got you covered. Doom inflicts doom on a target, causing big damage after 20 seconds and generating a soul shard. Really, really hope to see this used more often. Had a ton of fun playing this in PvP. Demonic Meteor, Hand of Gul'dan. Deals an additional 5% damage and has a 5% chance per soul shard spent of refunding a soul shard. Very nice. Especially with Soul Conduit. We're going to be stacked on shards. Fell Thunder. Each time Fellstorm deals damage, it increases the damage the target takes from you and your pets by 2% for 8 seconds up to 10%. Sorry, stream. This is really good. Really cannot wait for that. Next row. Hellmaster's Gambit. I really thought this was Cool Fell Lord and was so excited, but it's not. And I think we're going to be losing Cool Fell Lord. It's really sad, as it's a fun talent, but it's what it is. Shadow Bolt and Demon Bolt have a 3% chance to reset the cooldown of Cool Dreadstalkers. That is crazy strong. The only thing I don't like with these talents, I'll talk about that later. Stay for the end for that. Cool Dreadstalkers have a 50% chance to summon an additional Dreadstalker, just like our tier set, but 50% instead of 100. Doom deals 3% increased damage for each demon pet you have active. Very, very nice. If you can line Doom up at the end of a Tyrant window, Demonology is looking like it might just take the most skill out of any spec in this game's history. Cannot wait. Imp Gang boss, basically it's our Malefic Imp, or whatever it's called, our Forset, but when he dies, now he'll summon a Wild Imp, so that's pretty cool. Basically a expendable imp that comes back. Nether Portal is staying in the game, and I know. What the fuck? Why? Well, they might actually have made it good. Nozel's Volition increased the duration Nether Portal by 5 seconds. Of course, sacrifice souls, Shadowbolt and Demon Bolt deal more damage per demon you have summoned, which can be pretty good if you're like if you run Doom, Decimating Bolt, and any Shadowbolt amplifiers like From the Shadows and Nether Portal. You're gonna have a lot of demons that really high increased damage. We'll go to that in a minute, but this Gul'dan's Ambition. When Nether Portal ends, you summon a Pit Lord that gains power based on how many soul shards were spent. Up to 10 shards while Nether Portal was active. This demon lasts for 10 seconds. This is insane. This is insane. Cannot wait. Super excited for this. It's going to be insane damage. When your wild imps expire or die, your other demons are inspired and gain 1% additional damage, stacking up to 10 times. Yeah. Yeah. Now imagine that all juiced into your Pit Lord, and if you can squeeze in Tyrant, you have a roided Pit Lord. That's going to be cool. So, you get Tyrant, but without the 5 soul shards. This talent will give you your 5 soul shards. Oh no, 3 soul shards. You get 3 soul shards from summoning Tyrant. And then you're now forced to either take Demonic Consumption or Wilfred's. Bit sad. That's really kind of... That's a big hit to Tyrant. Tyrant is probably not going to be anywhere near as popular. I'm going to be honest. Especially with the lineup of Grimoire Felguard being 2 minutes. Maybe we'll play Tyrant without Grimoire, but it's either going to feel clunky or underwhelming, so not too sure how to feel about Tyrant anymore. And Torrent Armament. Your Felguard deals 20% additional damage. Soul Strike now deals 25% of its damage to nearby enemies. Very nice. Main pet build. Got a lot of talents for our main pet. Looking forward to it. Hand of Gul'dan's 5% chance to cast the second time on your target for free. Very, very good. Command Aura. While your Felguard is active, Wild Imps and Dreadstalkers have 7% increased haste, do 5% increased damage. Insane. Stolen Power. When your Wild Imps cast Firebolt, you gain application of Stolen Power. After you reach 100 applications, which will be very quick, your next Demon Bolt deals 50% increased damage, or your next Shadow Bolt deals 100% increased damage. Insane. We're going to be getting some one-shots. Evokers, you're getting hunted, mate. Hold this for me. Looks super cool. Your Felguard just lobs his axe at location, erupting where it lands. Probably like the Hellrender lightning effect, as we saw in Hellfire Citadel. Also, I think in some Legion encounters. and it will do damage in an AoE area until cancelled, which will be pretty great. Gonna love using this. And yeah, your Felguard's basic attacks do damage to all nearby enemies, and he hits faster during this effect. So yeah, you can very clearly see that they've gone for one side for AoE, one side for big single target, and then they've kind of just dotted Demon Bolt stuff around everywhere. Now finally we're into destruction. We get, of course, Chaos Bolt, Conflagrate, and Rain of Fire as talents. Havoc as well. But we just get Mayhem. Your single target spells have a 25% chance to strike a nearby enemy for 60% of the normal additional damage. Pretty cool. It's like Fire and Brimstone, but for everything. Oh, needed that. Backdraft, which is the same as it does in retail. Reverse Entropy and Internal Combustion, they're staying. Pyrogenics, enemy affected by your Rain of Fire take 5% increased damage from your fire spells. Very, very nice. Absolutely love this. Inferno and Kata, same as it is in retail. Improved Immolate, increases the duration by 3 seconds. Nice, nice. Pandemonium, Havoc lasts 3% longer, and Mayhem has an additional 10% chance to trigger. Pretty cool. Or, try Havoc. Chaos Bolt, duplicate by Mayhem or Havoc, explode, dealing damage to targets within 8 yards. That's going to be sick. I'm looking forward to that. Soulfire, burns the enemy's soul, dealing big damage, and applies Immolate. Generates a soul shard too. Great spell. Combusting Engine, Conflagrating increases the remaining Immolate damage by 8% until Immolate expires or is refreshed. Nice. Roaring Blaze, or Conflagrate rank 2, which gives Conflagrate a second charge. Probably going to be going with rank 2, to be honest. Channel Demon Fire, same as it's in retail. Shadow Burn, also the same. Decimation, Incinerate and Conflagrate cast on target that have 50% or less health. Reduce the cooldown of Soulfire by 5 seconds. Execute window of Soulfire. Ooh! Looking forward to that. Rolling Havoc, each time your spells duplicate to a Havoc target, gain 1% increased damage for 8 seconds, stacks up to 10 times. Very cool. Fire and Brimstone, Incinerate, hits all enemies near your target for 7% damage. Lovely jubbly. This one's cool. When you fill up a soul shard, you have a chance to generate an additional full soul shard over 2 seconds. Very cool. Looking forward to that. Flashpoint, Immolate, deals periodic damage to target above 8% health, gaining 2% haste for 10 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Think that's a return of a BFA trait, so yeah, that'd be cool. Backlash, increases your crit chance by 2%. Physical attacks against you have a 12% chance to make your next Incinerate instant cast. This effect can only occur once every 6 seconds. This will be crazy good. It's a return of something like TBC talent. And yeah, imagine this in PvP. You've just cast your Decimating Bolt. A warrior's going ham on you. Boom. You have your instant response. And then Shadow Burn him. Boom. Conflagration of Chaos. Conflagrate and Shadow Burn have a 25% chance to guarantee your next the next cast of the ability to critically strike and increase your damage by your critical strike. Mate, you plan that, you could just get someone in 2 hits. Crazy. Shadow Demon Fire fires an additional 2 bolts, each bolt increasing the remaining duration of Immolate on all targets by 0.2 seconds. Lovely jubbly. Demon Fire might be returning. Pretty cool ability. I love it. Ruin increases the damage of Conflag, Channel Demon Fire, Shadow Burn, and Soulfire by 10%. Nice. Eradication, same as it is in retail. Ashram Remains, same as the Conduit works. Grimwrath Sacrifice, we've gone over this earlier. Now we're getting into the cooldowns. Your main sort of burst. Now, Blizzard's done a good thing. Blasphemy and Infernal have been kept separate. So, don't worry. You're not gonna see broken Destro locks anymore. Ritual of Ruin, Same as it is in retail. And then we can also get the Blasphemy as a talent down here. Ritual of Ruin requires 2 less soul shards spent. Very, very nice. Chaos Bolt and Rain of Fire increase the damage of your next 2 incinerates by 15%. Very, very pog. I can see this being used pretty well. Can see a very strong PvP build coming on here. Middle and the bottom, we've got Ems of Diabolic. Incinerate generates 100% additional soul shard fragments. No. Madness of the Ashakir staying in the game. However, it's been changed a bit. Chaos Bolt increased the damage of Chaos Bolt by 12% and reduced the cast bolt of Chaos Bolt by 10% for 4 seconds. Rain of Fire increased the damage of Rain of Fire by 12% for 4 seconds. Very nice. Shadow Burn increased the damage of Shadow Burn by 12% for 4 seconds. Interesting. So, if you use both shards imminently, ooh, and then you get that increased crit, and if you can line that up with a backlash, yeah, okay. Destro is going to be insane. Chaos Bolt, Rain of Fire, and Shadow Burn always gain maximum benefit from your Mastery Celtic Energy. Lovely. Contribute Soul Shards increase your Mastery by 0.5% for 10 seconds for each shard spent. Gaining stack does not refresh the duration. Unfortunate, but still very, very strong. Very, very, very strong. Summon Infernal is now a cooldown, same as it is in retail. For those of you Destro locks who don't actually know how Destro lock works because you jumped on the meta bandwagon, he does Immolation Aura, and he will give you soul shard fragments. He's great. He's your bestie. Crushing Chaos. Summon Infernal reduces the soul shard cost of your next 3 casts of Chaos Bolt, Shadow Burn, or Rain of Fire by 1. Naughty. I can see this being a single target area. Infernal Brand. Infernal's melee attacks cause its target to take 50% increased damage from its Immolation Aura, stacking up to 15 times. Very nice. Then you can either have Reign of Chaos or Wilfred Sigil of Superior Summoning. So you can have more burst windows or one bigger burst window. Really cool. And yeah, that really is it. I would have loved to have seen a few other things return. I mean, yeah, we don't have Dark Soul anymore. Dark Soul seems to be gone. I was really hoping for Demonology to get either Demon Wrath, Demonic Empowerment, but we don't need Demonic Empowerment because of the talents we've got, so not bothered about that at all. Metamorphosis, I would have loved that, or Archimon's Blessing, but Archimon's was broken. But yeah, let's see the developers note. I've got a few bones to pick with this. Spelllock in a talent tree. With Dragonflight, we've removed Spelllock from Fell Hunters. Spelllock is now available for Warlocks to learn themselves. For this change, we are aiming to allow for more pet diversity and content, where Fell Hunters feel required, like dungeons and PvP. Fell Hunters will now be obsolete. I know they've got their purge, but literally no one's going to run that anymore. Expect to see a lot more imps about. Imps or Fell Guards are what you're going to see the next season. Maybe succubuses in arena, but yeah, nah, it's going to be imps or Fell Guards. Dark Soul is not in a talent tree of Dragonflight intentionally, few reasons for this. All Warlock spells have access to a powerful summon cooldown that interacts with the rest of their spells. Where Dark Soul increases the stat by a large amount, we prefer to keep the interactive spell. Okay, that's pretty cool. Cooldown stacking, high percentage of overall damage boiled down to the cooldown window. While this can be useful for bursting, but damage out to... okay, yeah. So they want to increase viability outside of cooldowns. I like that. Across the classes, there are new active spells, which you're both excited about, and equally cautious. Key binding issues by finding times to pull back on active spells, something we're on the lookout for. Okay, pretty good. Shadow Bolt and Incinerate base damage has been increased. Ooh, nice. Increase the damage of Shadow Bolt and Incinerate significantly. Ooh, that's... okay. that I like. Shadow Flame is returning, however we don't want the short range cone spell to be a rotational for a caster, so we've removed the damage from the ability. I thought there was something off with that. Voltaint Revamp. Oh, I didn't read this, sorry. While Taint has been reworked, unleashed a vile explosion at target location, dealing shallow damage over 10 seconds to 8 enemies within 10 yards, applies agony and curse of exhaustion to them. Nice. Allows Affliction to ramp up faster in dungeon gameplay, and especially in combination with talents like Agonizing Corruption and Soap Seeds. Yeah, that's great. Death Bolt and its modifying talents aim to give Affliction interesting alternative Maleficent Rupture when the situation calls to attack. Hey, okay, that's good. Talents at Havoc. Yeah, I really like this Mayhem ability. Seems really cool. It's a more so it hits one nearby target, not like Fire and Brimstone. More passive to target. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Soul Rot and Decimating Bolt coming with us. Yeah. Dimensional Rift returns from Legion. Very lovely. And yeah, so the core rotation should be the same. They're still banging on about Eye of Kilrog, but it's never been used. I can't believe they increased that. They kept that little demonic circle thing for Eye of Kilrog, but at least you don't have to spec into it. But yeah, no one uses Eye of Kilrog. Really looking forward to playing this. We got loads of AoE and single target and PvP potential. Warlock is going to be an amazing class in Dragonflight. Mark my words. Every spec has amazing and fun builds, and I can't wait to play them all. Guys, thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, please be sure to come and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!